अरविन्द उदकमिति यामनुसवनम् उत्कृष्णमाण भगवत् भक्ति योगेन दृढं क्लिद्यमान अन्तर्हृदय औत्कण्ठय विवश अमलित लोचन युगल कुङ्गमल विगलित अमल बाष्प कलयाभिव्यज्यमान रोमपुलककुलक ऊर्ध्वधुनापि परमादरेण शिरसा बिभर्ति. थैंक यू माताजी. हरे कृष्ण.
थैंक यू. शुभा राव प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. धन्यवाद. प्रणाम.
प्रणाम.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. यत्र हववाव वीरव्रत औत्तानपादि परम भागवतोस्म कुलदेवता चरणारविन्दोदकम् इति यामनुसवन मुत्कृष्यमाण भगवद्भक्तियोगेन दृढं क्लिद्यमानान्तर्हृदय औत्कण्ठ्य विवसामीलित लोचन युगलकुड्मल विगलितामल बाष्पकलयाभिव्यज्यमाना रोमपुलक कुलकोद्धुनापि परमादरेण शिरसा बिभर्ति. हरे कृष्ण.
रेवती रत्नांगी माता जी. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. यत्र हे भाव विरवृत्त औदानपादिः परम भागवतो अस्मत् कुलदेवता चरणारि अरविन्दो दाद कामीदि यामनुसवन मुत्कृष्यमाण भगवान् विभुक्ति योगेन दृढम् क्लीद्यमानोऽनन्त हृदय औत कण्ठयाविव शर्मालितलोचन युगल कुडमलि विकलित मल बाष्पो कलया बिव्यजय मनोराम पुलक कुलको अधुनूपि परमोदरेण शिरसा बिभर्तः. हरे कृष्ण माताजी. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
हरे कृष्ण. वेंकट नरसिम्हा प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी. यत्र वाव वीरव्रत उत्तानपादिः परमभोग भागवतोत्मस कुलदेवताचरणाविन्दो उदकमिति यामनुसवनम् उत्कृष्यमानः भगवद्भक्तियोगेन दृढं क्लिज्यमाना अन्तर्हृदय औत्कण्ठ्य विवसा अमिलितलोचना युगलकुण्डमल विगलित अमल बाष्पकलया अभिव्यज्यमानः रोमपुलक कुलकोऽधुनापि परमादरेण शिरसा बिभर्ति. हरे कृष्ण माता.
थैंक यू. यत्र वाव वीरवृता औत्तनपादिः परम भगवतो अस्मात् कुलदेवता चरणारविन्दोदकम् इति याम् अनुशवनम् उत्कृष्यमाना भगवद्भक्तियोगेन दृढं क्लिद्यमान अनन्तर्हृदया औत्कण्ठया विवसा मिलिता लोचन युगला कुड्मला विगलिता मला बाष्पा कलयाभिवया जमाना रोम पुलका कुलको अनुधापि परमा तरेण शिरसाभिवर्ति. यत्र वाव in Dhruvlok, Veervrata, firmly determined, Uttanapadi, the famous son of Maharaj Uttanapad, Parama Bhagavata, the most exalted devotee, Asmat, our Kula Devata of the family deity, Charana Aravinda, of the lotus feet, Uddakam in the water, Iti thus, Yam, which Anushavanam constantly, Utkrisyamana being increased, Bhagavad Bhakti Yogena by devotional service unto the Lord, Rhythm greatly, Kridyamana Anta Hridaya being softened within the core of his heart, Utkanthaya by great anxiety, Vivasa spontaneously, Amilita slightly open, Lochan of eyes, Yugala pale, Pudmal from the flower like, Vigalita emanating, Amala uncontaminated, Basapa Kalaya with tears, Abhivyajyamana being manifested, Roma Pulaka Kulakaha, whose symptoms of ecstasy on the body, Aduna Api, even now, Parama Adarena, with great reverence, Sirasa by head Vibharti he bears. Translation by His Divine Grace Prabhupada ki jai. Dhruva Maharaj, the famous son of Maharaj Uttanapad, is known as the most exalted devotee of the Supreme Lord because of his firm determination in executing devotional service. Knowing that the sacred Ganges water washes the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, Dhruva Maharaj, situated on his own planet, to this very day, accepts that water on his head with great devotion. Because he constantly thinks of Krishna very devoutly within the core of his heart, he is overcome by aesthetic anxiety. Tears flow from his half-open eyes and eruptions appear on his entire body. Puppet by His Divine Grace Prabhupada ki jai. When a person is firmly fixed in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is described as Veeravrata, fully determined. Such a devotee increases his ecstasy in devotional service more and more. Thus, as soon as he remembers Lord Vishnu, his eyes fill with tears. This is a symptom of a Mahabhagavat. Dhruva Maharaj maintained himself in that devotional ecstasy. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also gave us practical example of transcendental ecstasy when he lived at Jagannath Puri. His pastimes they are fully narrated in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Omagyantimirandasya Gyananjan Shalakaya Chakshar Unmiltam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahiyam Tadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karna Sindhu Deenbandhu Jagat Pate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Taptakanchan Gaudan ki Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishbhanu Ste Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advait Garadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shnivadi Paschati Deshatarine. Dhruva Maharaj, the famous son of Maharaj Uttanapad, is known as the most exalted devotee of the Supreme Lord because of his firm determination in executing devotional service. Knowing that the sacred Ganges water washes the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu, Dhruva Maharaj, situated on his own planet, to this very day, accepts that water on his head with great devotion. Because he constantly thinks of Krishna very devoutly within the core of his heart, he is overcome with aesthetic anxiety. Tears flow from his half-open eyes and eruptions appear on his entire body. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, the canto which is called Creative Impetus, chapter number 18, which is called as the 17, chapter 17.
Ganges.
River Ganges.
The descent of river Ganges.
The descent of the Ganges. Where are the Ganges descending from? Where are they? Where is it coming from? Where is it?
Comes from the
From the
causal
feet of
water,
Lord Karan Sagar.
from the
Huh?
universe.
From the Karan Sagar.
Causal water comes from the
Causal
ocean.
Causal ocean. And who
Ocean.
brought it down?
Bamon Dev.
Vamanadevas,
How?
when he lifted his second foot, and then that touched make a hole in the universal covering, and then the causal water started dripping in.
So he lifted his left foot and with the tip of the great toe, he made a hole in the causal, in the covering that was covering the causal ocean, and its few drops came out. And those drops fell on Lord Shiva, and then it stayed on Lord Shiva for millions of years, a millennium or something, right? And then it started to come down. So now it is coming from our planetary systems to lower planetary system, and Dhruva Maharaj, This planet is called Dhruvalok. And it appears that Ganges is now going over there. So there are a few things here. So Ganges is touching the lotus feet because it is situated at the lotus feet of Vishnu. It is very pure. Now, anything which is in connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very pure. We cannot have a comparison of that purity in this material world. It's so pure. So pure that actually whoever it touches becomes pure externally and internally. That is the definition of spiritual purity. We touch that and we become externally pure and internally pure. What is that? Om apavitrat. Who knows this mantra? Om apavitrat pavitro va
Apavitra Pavitra
sarvastham
Pavitro Pavitro va.
yogato piva
Just
sa
for
bahira
Pundarika.
antara sa bahira antara Om apavitrat pavitro va sarvastham gato piva yah smaret pundarikaksham sa bahira antara suchi. So we do that, right? When we do Achaman. So this is the definition of spiritual purity, one that makes one pure internally and externally. We look for purity, right? We love purity, like pure gold, pure necklace, pure water, pure air, pure organic food, pure without any contamination, spices, like that. What makes us like purity? Because actually the purity is in Krishna. Krishna is supremely pure. And having forgotten that, we are looking for purity somewhere else. But coming back to the main point, that Ganges is very pure because it is touching the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How do we know it is pure? Because it makes anyone who comes in contact with it externally and internally pure, spiritually elevated, right? So such an exalted devotee, wherever it is flowing, wherever she is flowing, it is welcomed. She's welcomed by all these exalted devotees. Everybody knows that who Ganges is. Nobody needs explanation of in the circle of the exalted devotees. So how do we know that this devotee is an exalted devotee? So why? Because of the firm determination in executing devotional service. Like Ganges is not doing anything other than serving the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like that, Dhruva Maharaj is not doing anything other than his devotional service to Lord Vishnu. So what does it really mean? It really means is that to recognize a pure devotee, one must be a pure devotee. We cannot recognize a pure devotee if we are not a pure devotee. So what do we do until we become a pure devotee? Follow the parampara. Show the etiquette that has been taught, Vaishnava Sadachar. And then when the level comes, when somebody really becomes a pure devotee, then we don't need to be trained anymore. For example, Indra did this mistake, right? What did Indra do? Anyone knows what Indra did when Brahaspati walked in his assembly, who is the spiritual master of the Devtas? What did he do?
He did not pay heed to him. He did not pay obeisance.
Respect him.
Yeah. Manigriva and Nalakuvera, what did they do when Narad Muni came? Did not show respect.
He did not show respect.
Right. So, like that, if somebody, why are they not able to recognize a pure devotee? Because we are ourselves lacking. So, it comes back to the same thing, that the problem is never outside, the problem is inside. Because I am impure, I think everyone else is impure. Right? Atmavat manyate jagat. But Dhruva Maharaj is not like that. Dhruva Maharaj is the most exalted devotee. Why? Because he's firmly fixed in his determination to execute devotional service. So there are a couple of important words here, not just determination, but firm determination. Dhrida vrata, right? The word is used as vrata. What is by devotional service? There is a word vrata in this verse. Anyway, so there's similar verse, this Veeravrata. So firmly determined. Not just Vrata, but Veeravrata. firmly, or that determination which cannot be conquered by anything else. I was listening to Namanishra's class. He was saying Kanishta Dikari is the one who actually makes a determination, but the next minute forgets to follow it. Determination is very weak. But this determination is Veeravrata or Dhridavrata, means very, very exalted. It cannot be captured. It is a victorious determination. And that determination is actually appreciated by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna himself says, right? This is the verse in Bhagavad Gita. He says, Vivasatmika buddhir eke he kurunandana. Bhavusha kahyanantascha bodhyam avivasayinam. So, eke he kurunandana. Vivasatmika buddhi. What was Prabhupada is writing? Those who are on this path are resolute in purpose and their aim is one. O beloved son of Kurus, the intelligence of those who are irresolute is many brands. So resolute, one has to be resolute in this purpose. Then we can take darshan of the Ganges as Ganges is. Otherwise, it will appear just like a ritual. It will appear just like a tradition. Okay? Or it will appear just like a compulsion to some people. But if we really have to unfold who it is, where it is coming from, one needs to attain this level of devotional service with extreme determination, firm determination. And Dhruva Maharaj, the Ganges also goes there then, because he knows that Ganges is washing the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu. He accepts it on his own head. He's not trying to prove that I'm a better devotee than Ganges. That might be true. I don't know, but they're not trying to prove. He's not trying to compete with the devotional service of another devotee. Actually, he's actually, submitting himself at the lotus feet of the Ganges itself. That actually you're superior. So because you're superior, you come on my head. So we defeat the quality of, or the unwanted quality or anartha of envy. In devotional service, we are not envious. Why? Because we know Krishna is the supreme and I am the lowest. Everyone in between is higher than me. But that level is a Mahabhagavad level. Okay, so these are very important. It's not just the origin of Ganges is told and it is just like a history coming where the water is flowing. There are a lot of lessons here. There's a lot of purification because just by hearing about the narration of a pure devotee, we get purified. We feel purity in our existence. And how do we know? Because we become more determined in our Krishna consciousness. So with every verse of Srimad Bhagavatam that we are going through, with every chapter that we are absorbing, we need to ask ourselves, am I becoming more and more determined in my devotional service? Or is it just like a compulsion, a tradition, or a culture? What is my reason to be here where I am? And the reason is only one, right? Vivasatmika buddhi eke kurunandana. The reason should be one, that I have to become more and more determined. Okay, so he is always in ecstasy of Krishna consciousness because he never forgets Krishna. If he doesn't forget Krishna, he's always in ecstasy. But he is giving Ganges the superior position. Every morning when we bathe the deities and we fill the water and then we spray rose water and we put petals in the water to bathe the deities, and then we do achaman over the water. We invite all the holy rivers. Who knows the mantra? Gange cha, Jamuna cheva. Yeah.
Om
Who knows?
Gange Yamne cha
Gange cha
Godavari
Yamune
Saraswati
chaiva
Narmade
Narmada
Sindhu
Sindhu
Kaveri
Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim
Sannidham
Kuru.
Kuru.
Very nice. So Gange cha, Jamuna cheva, Godavari Saraswati, Narmada Sindhu Kaveri, Chale Asmin Nidhi Kurum. So we are inviting all these rivers to come and purify this water with which we are going to try to bathe the deities. And Krishna, during the pastime of Radha Kund, I'm just saying that how important these exalted personalities in the form of rivers are. When he was making Radha Kund, Radharani did not have water, right? From where to get the water. And so Krishna invited all these rivers, Ganga, Jamuna, Narmada, Godavari, Saraswati, and asked all of them to fill Radha Kund for Radharani. So actually, we go to Vrindavan. Yes, there is Yamuna there. Yes, of course, there is Yamuna there. We go to Radha Kund. You're actually getting purified by all these waters of all these pure devotees. And then that is why we feel very pure. Like Radha Kund is like love of Krishna. It invokes the love of Krishna. So anyway, coming to this, so the main point is that it's not that we're just transversing geographically the path of Ganga, but we are actually learning that Ganges is going and is welcomed in the assembly of the pure devotees. So much so that wherever it is passing, whoever all exalted pure devotees, they are giving it a superior position because it has literally touched the lotus feet. They all have also touched the lotus feet of Krishna. They all have taken darshan of Krishna too, but they're giving the superiority to other devotee. You are great. You sit on my hand. You are great. Please come. Please come to this kingdom and please make your mark. Please stay here. Right? Ganges is flowing in Dhruvalok even right now. It's not that it came and then it was asked to leave. Okay, so understand that am I progressing towards Krishna consciousness or am I being stagnant or am I hitting some roadblock that I need to cross over? When I meet exalted devotees, what do I feel in my heart? We have to be very thoroughly honest. Do I feel a wave of envy, or do I feel a wave of insecurity, or do I feel a wave of appreciation and gratitude and acceptance? What do I feel? Okay, I'll stop here. Any questions, reflections, realizations, corrections? We'll start Damodar Leela again from tomorrow. Okay.
Hare
Sorry.
Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Can I
Krishna.
know the difference between devotional anxiety and transcendental anxiety?
Can we know the difference between what?
Devotional ecstasy and transcendental ecstasy. Because for Dhruva it is used as devotional ecstasy. For Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the sentence used is transcendental ecstasy. Is it same or different, Mataji?
I don't know if there is a literal difference, but what comes to my mind right away is to come to the transcendental platform, one has to go through the service. And without the service, one cannot achieve transcendental platform. Right? What are the stages of bhakti explained in Nectar of Devotion? What is the first
Shraddha,
stage?
Shraddha, Sadhusanga,
No.
Anartha
No,
Nivritti.
not, I'm sorry, not like that. Just Ragatmika Bhakti, Raganuga Bhakti, Ragatmika Bhakti, Bhav Bhakti, Prema Bhakti. What is the first thing?
Vaidhi
What?
Bhakti.
Vedai Bhakti. Vedai Bhakti means
Vaidhi,
regulated
Vaidhi,
devotion.
Vaidhi Bhakti, Vaidhi Bhakti.
Vedai Bhakti leads to what?
Vaidhi Bhakti is sadhana bhakti.
Sadhana bhakti.
But that leads to
Vedai
Bhava
Bhakti is
Bhakti.
sadhana bhakti.
No.
Ragatmika Bhakti.
Raganuga Bhakti.
Ragatmika Bhakti, Mataji. Yes. Ragatmika.
Ragatmika Bhakti leads to
Raganuga Bhakti.
Raganuga Bhakti.
Raganuga Bhakti.
Raganuga Bhakti is of how many types?
Two types, Mataji.
Okay.
Prema Bhakti, Bhava Bhakti and
Prema Bhakti.
Prem Bhakti. So the ecstasy in devotional service leads to transcendental ecstasy. Okay, transcendental, trans means what? What does trans mean?
To over.
Transformed beyond.
Beyond, right? Or beyond the material modes of nature. So that ecstasy or that happiness or that Brahmabhuta stage or Prasannatma stage comes if one is fully engaged in the devotional service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, so one leads to another. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Dhruva Maharaj is the most exalted Mahabhagavat. There is always going to be a little bit of a difference there, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He is the epitome of pure devotional service. Mataji, go ahead. Raj Lakshmi Mataji, you can add something.
No, Mataji, I had a different question. Mataji, when we're talking about the sacred rivers, Mataji, I've heard that Yamuna is also most sacred because while Vasudeva was carrying Lord Krishna, it touched the Lord's, toe, and
Right.
Lord fell into the water. Is it that Lord fell into the water because it's more sacred, or that's why it's a confusion whether Ganga is more sacred or Yamuna is more sacred, Mataji?
We don't do the competition here because we are inviting all these rivers when we take the water to bathe the deities. Not like, I don't know if there's like a competition or a comparison that who is a better devotee. Neither am I at that level, honestly. Neither am I at that level to say that will be a commentary beyond my own personal understanding and level. For me, both are sacred. It's Krishna if you read the introduction of the chapter, Prabhupada is writing about whoever is living in India is very fortunate because there are all these rivers, and whoever lives on the shore of these rivers and regularly bathes gets cleansed externally and internally. Where is he writing? Let me show you. The tract of land known as Bharatvarsha is the field of activities, and the other 8 varshas are for persons who are meant to enjoy heavenly comfort. Ilavrita Varsha is. Where did I read it?
It's in first shloka, Mataji, explanation. First shloka.
Oh, here. Thank you, Mataji. So, throughout India, many thousands of people live on the banks of Ganges, and by regularly bathing in their waters, they are undoubtedly being purified both spiritually and materially. Many sages, including Shankaracharya, have composed prayers in praise of Ganges, and the land of India itself has become glorious because such rivers such as Ganges, Jamuna, Godavari, Kaveri, Krishna, and Narmada flow there. Anyone living on the land adjacent to these rivers is naturally advanced in Krishna spiritual consciousness. So all of them are mentioned. Okay. I don't know. Yamuna is the sister of who? Who is she the sister of?
Yama.
Yes.
Yamaraj.
Yeah, and who is Yamaraj? He's one of the
Sun's god.
Mahajans. Right, so they are all pure devotee, Mataji. I don't know if there is an answer, a
Sure,
comparison.
Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Shubharao Prabhu, did we address your question? Is he still there or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, I am not clear, but what I can understand is because Dhruva Maharaj is representing an exalted devotee, and a devotee is always in devotional service. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is an epitome of pure devotional service, has reached the Prema Bhakti stage. So he's Krishna himself. Okay.
Yes, Mataji. Okay, Mataji.